Coming up on this special episode of Hunting Bigfoot, Mike investigates the same area where he found footprints and maybe some possible howls. Before we dive into today's video, just want to say this is a new mic, testing it out. We'll see how that goes. Let me know if y'all like it, and enjoy this video.
It started off as an adventure, and then it turned into something more. Investigating these creatures and investigating these unreal, unbelievable such things takes a toll on the body sometimes. Stepped away and came back. I don't think if you asked any other person investigating Bigfoot, if you said you seen something, then I believe it. Many people misjudged me, misguided me, but we learned and we built from that. Today, MW Productions, as we head into 2024, we look to seek adventures and classify the unclassified. That is my job here. Welcome to MW Productions. It is dramatic because it has to be. It is exciting because that's what we need. It's thrilling because you can't believe it. And it's chilling because you want to believe. The choice is yours. MW Productions. If I left people with one message, it'd be to thank them. You know?
Look at that. Wait, fuck. How do I zoom in?
I don't have the camera. What do I have?
Yo.
What's over there?
Oh my god. Dude, you were looking away for a second and it focused on the entire square like that there was a person standing there.
That was so dramatic.
Alright, here we go.
So, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another yet exciting Sasquatch video. So, filming this and documenting this, the same area where I kind of got those footprints. We're gonna see what we can find. It is raining out. Well, it just got done raining. That's why you see this puddle full of kind of water. It's all from the rain. So excited to be here today. We're gonna do some wood knocks. We're gonna do some howls. This area hopefully will stay like this. Last time I got bombarded by about 4 to 5 dogs, so that threw off the adventure. But with all jokes aside, we're gonna film this and see what we can find. So Bigfoot, if you're out here, we're gonna need you. That sun is blinding, I can't even see. So I was gonna do a howl right about here, but I don't know if there's, it doesn't look like there's anybody down there. Yeah, usually when you do a howl, or, you know, you wanna make sure there's no one around, that way you don't necessarily get confused, because I've had happen in the past where I ran into a couple of people. Wasn't good, because it tricked me into thinking that I was a Sasquatch, but it wasn't. Someone just leave their dog crap bin, really? But yeah, keep in mind, this is all open area over here, so you want to be paying close attention to what kind of goes around the area, what we can find. I'm going to run the thermal imager. As we speak, we're going to run it through that thick brush over there. I have it with me today. Here it is. It's a pretty expensive thermal imager, so you can count on that, and it is flare. I will show everybody that it is the professional kind of whip here tonight. Thanks for tuning in. I've been back at it, battling with the cold, still battling with the respiratory that came with it. It kicked my butt, to be honest, but we're back, and I think that'll give me the advantage for like a deeper howl today. I think that's where we're looking, and I'm really hyped to, honestly, okay, I thought I heard something. It is windy out, so it's a good thing I bought the extra startle PVC pipe over there. Yeah, but it is good that I, you know, came prepared. So let's find an area where we can run the flare, and then we'll do some wood knocks and some howls. Look at all this that they're leaving, electrical boxes and shit, all watered, gone. That could have been melted down. But anyway, so here is where you want to look for any sort of footprints, because here is where you're going to get them. So I'm not going to make the mistake. We're going to kind of jump over here, and this is where I found the footprint last time. Found it odd that it was just, you know, there for me, but I don't know. So we should be alone coming, you know, down upon that way. There were people walking, usually about one of my favorite trails that, you know, I usually go down, but could have sworn I heard loud movement. I'm gonna run the flare. Could have sworn and this is right around where I found that house last time. The suspicious thing about it. So if it wants to turn on, here we go. Whoa! I think it's somebody. See, that's what I mean. Somebody was messing with us. Guarantee you I picked that up on camera. Sons of guns, man. So that was tricky to the eye. So that was definitely a person. I will say that, you guys. That was definitely a person. And if that picked it up, that'd be pretty sick. See if they're over there. See if we can pick up some heat traces over there. So the good part about this thing is you can use it, look through any heat traces, so all you see is red is basically what we're looking for, but it'll obviously be more clear if it was a figure, and I wish, you know, I kind of showed you the people, but I don't want to be a weirdo. so we won't necessarily film their therm. But yeah, so I thought that was a squash, and then it turns out to be somebody, you know, of course. But we can actually go down here. Down here it looks actually pretty wild and kind of meets the eye here. So filming this, if y'all love these Sasquatch videos, I'm doing this solo investigation today. Like this could be a regular tree branch, but it could also be a squash. Like, you have a couple of huts here that are kind of weird. So I wonder if people are coming here and building the forts themselves, which is kind of a bummer to hear, because you don't want to hear that when you're trying to do a squash investigation, and then you come here and you're like, wait a minute, that could be a squash bed. So let's go check more in depth, because if it was a squash bed, it would have these ferns piled up, because what they like is they like this mess. That's where they get their pungent odor from, the wet dog kind of smell. Yeah, I don't know if this was squash made or human made, but there are a couple down here. It almost looks like this is pretty peculiar. I've never been this far. And this place is all open over here, so I'm gonna kind of take advantage of it and walk through this trail where nobody's here. It's pretty loud. So this is the perfect area for a Bigfoot to be roaming around, because you have a river right here, and yet again those still clear views. That looks odd. But it's obviously not a bed. Yeah, I think that pungent smell was coming from, you know, the river. So, interesting. Huh. Birds in the distance over there. Alright, let's move on. I think we can trek through this a little bit. Am I not alone on this? So the thing about this, I tried to even wait longer. This is a trail where people kind of walk sometimes, but very rarely do you get those people. But I think the lady seen my shirt. It was kind of being a, you know, one of those people. Like, why are you out here searching for something that's not even there? But little do you know, they are out here. They have to be. Maybe not in this area today, but I've caught a footprint here, and there is game trails, deer, everything that a squash would initially want here. So I have no reason not to believe, and call me crazy. Over there kind of sounded like a howl. Alright, you guys, so stumbling upon this, pretty strange to find random berries. And this is what these Sasquatches will eat here. So I want you guys to take a look. There are berries, okay, along these lines. Now these could be from deer walking this, but there are no signs of deer footprints. So what could possibly be coming from the top of that mountain down to the... I think it's a raven or a crow or a bird. There he is. Right here, guys. If I caught him. Yep, I did. Alright, but anyway, another one. Alright, so up here is essentially... Wow, they are really hovering. This is a good sign, so that means something is dead around here. So I wonder if we're going to stumble upon a deer. But those berries are strange. But now that I'm hearing those sounds, and now that I'm finding them in groups, I'm kind of going to chase that. Hopefully, you know, it's a deer. And we can get answers, because these Sasquatches will literally mutilate these deers. All up in this open area, this trail. Am I getting closer to it? I don't know. It's like finding, honestly, I would say, a needle in a haystack. Those birds. So we're just gonna have to kind of listen and for ourselves here. We're gonna walk up this trail. We're not gonna go to the sand dunes. I don't think I'll get anything in the sand dunes. Yeah, it's right over here. All right, bird, my boy. This is pretty weird. I'm gonna end up walking for miles and then getting lost. Don't like how that tree sits up here. Bird, my boy. All right. Let's try to throw a rock. Just slipped. Yeah, it's right around here. Alrighty. A lot of water bottles around here. What the heck would there be water bottles? Huh. Nothing. I don't know, but last time I found a cool ravine. Honestly, pretty cool. Wow. All this over here is essentially all open. Okay, so they're coming from the top. Now let's watch where they're going. So they're hovering something. What are they hovering? What are they hovering? Clearly not hovering me, because there's no way they'd be able to lift me. No. Obviously not a squash, but all this wet kind of stinks here. I don't know what leads me. I'm kind of getting drawn towards that way, but I've never gone that way, and I necessarily don't want to, try it. But if the birds are saying something to me about a squash, I wonder if I can find a sturdy enough branch to do a call here. Wood knock. So this is where I've walked before. So you guys should be familiar with the area. Surprised there's not deer or anything. So all the way down here, that's what's drawing me in. I just follow. What is this? Wow. What is that up in the... What is that? Is it a tree? That is a big tree for something, you know, around this area. What the? This area over here is kind of eerie because it's quiet. There's literally no one around. And I'm stepping on, essentially, I don't know, this is like a big dip over here. And there's some like bed thing all the way down in the forest. Again, I can clearly see this trail. So I think we're gonna push on over here, but that's gonna have to be a part 2 video. So y'all are gonna have to stay tuned. I'm gonna finish filming this. This is wild. I'm excited. And yeah, I think we have a Sasquatch home and we're invading it. And maybe they're not here right now because they're out, they're getting food, they're getting resources. There's got to be something here. And I think just below me is a Sasquatch place where they sleep and they gather and something fishy. So stay tuned for the part 2 and I'll see y'all in a short time. Because don't forget to be you, do you, and stay positive. And sometimes you'll find what you're looking for without even trying. Let's get out of here. I'm feeling that sensation and being watched. Something doesn't want me here, clearly.